let's continue. So if y'all remember last time, we're pretty much at the end of this game. We're about to go into the trial for chapter 5. So we're getting there, y'all. This is pretty much the end. We're gonna finish this shit. Where's my Danganronpa chapter 5? Okay, this is it. So anybody who's watching this on YouTube, before we really get into this, if you could leave a like and oh wait, I gotta put on my drip. If you could leave a like and a comment before we even start, and maybe subscribe, that would be very cool. Very cool indeed. Oh shit. Alright, let's do this. Let's just finish this shit, y'all. Let's finish this shit. I don't know how there's even gonna be a trial. We don't even got Kirigiri with us. Well, we do. Fuck, I'm a dumbass. She came back last time. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna read all the text on screen this time. Last fucking time, I read all the text, like, that every character said, and I mean, I honestly felt like I was going to pass the fuck out. Like, there was moments where I was reading so much text and just not, like, breathing in enough that I literally felt like I was getting, like, lightheaded just from fucking reading text. So I'm gonna say fuck reading the text. Like, I might read some of it, but I'm gonna try to focus more on breathing as opposed to just talking like that. And I'm not gonna lie, today I feel a little run down. I was like walking, and it was really fucking hot outside, and I didn't drink much water when I was out, so I kind of got a bit of a headache, on some like heat stroke type shit. So yeah, I'm gonna try and take it easy with the reading so I can breathe. But yeah, I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. This is true. That's kind of how I felt when I used to be going to court. It was not the illuminating light of hope. But you know what, y'all? I got this little heat stroke shit going on, but I also got water. So it's okay. I'm gonna stay hydrated.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
The courtroom looks different.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Thrills, chills, kills. Also, this time we got Dr. Pepper. Also, that's another reason I probably feel like shit. I've been drinking too much soda lately. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. I guess this is where we were supposed to end it off last time. Okay. We got any new skills? I don't know that we do. That's cool. Is that it? I guess so. Alright, here we go, y'all.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then I'll punish everyone beside. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, Let's
skipping this
discuss the
shit.
specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
This man, dumbest man
It's
on
a
earth,
ghost.
is at it again.
But she has legs and stuff.
It's a ghost, but she has
Well,
legs and
that's
stuff.
just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
I feel like ghosts would have
There's
legs.
a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
That's not Kyoko.
Her traits?
Boom.
I'm talking about
Where were her gloves?
They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
This is the truth.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
This dude's a fucking idiot. Why are we even debating this with this man? Like, literally, how does he, like...
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay?
Possible.
Then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, it's wrong.
It's wrong, motherfucker!
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't...
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
This guy doesn't know fucking anything about life.
Kyoko, any
He doesn't know what's up, what's down.
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life.
These gloves were custom made.
If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body
This
doesn't
is
belong to
ridiculous. How are we fucking debating
Should have
any
been
of this?
obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
This dude's a fucking dumbass. I have a feeling this isn't going to take super long, this trial. So maybe we will finish the game tonight. I don't know.
Kyoko really is still alive. Then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it
I'm
out.
looking at the guide and it seems to be
The face was
very
scorched
short.
beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
No, it's wrong.
Do I do any impressions?
There was one clue
Not
left
really,
behind
no.
that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll
I
die
used to do a
cruel
Lil
and
Pump
unusual
impression.
death.
When Lil Pump was popping, I would just scream,
Unusual
"That's
death.
good."
This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The designer, her master
Oh, shit.
must have made her get it. To be like, you're my
You're my bitch. There, I just did a fucking
Really did
Toto
something that
impersonation.
humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
You're my bitch.
Oh, really?
My bitch.
I got it!
God.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Shouts out you, Dr. Matt Destruction, for always tuning into the
Show that
stream.
they're a member of the team. Each soldier
You are
that
a
joins
real
the
one.
squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
You're a gangster. You are a fucking certified fucking gangster. What we gotta do now? Hangman's Gambit. This one. This. I feel like this is like a super short trial because this is gonna lead to some fucking crazy shit.
Now I understand.
Now I understand. There's my Makoto
His
impersonation.
representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki.
Child.
After all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. And that means
Exactly.
I can
The
do
body
Yoda
we found
and
had a
Kermit the
tattoo of a
Frog.
wolf, which means that person must
I can't
have
do
once
Yoda.
belonged to Fenrir.
Maybe I can do Kermit.
So it must have
I don't want to
been
do it
Mukuro.
on camera.
What?
Oh, Miss Piggy.
isn't she the one that was behind
Miss
this whole
Piggy. I can't do it.
You
That's
sound
none of my
surprised,
business.
But you're
can't do it.
absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is
The
dead?
mastermind is dead.
No, it means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Definitely can't do a Yoda impersonation.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba?
Who was
She's been gone this
Mukuro
whole time,
Ikusaba?
And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an
And there's a
important character dies, they cover a lot
scene.
more
When
detail.
there's a scene.
You're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us.
I can do a
Just
good
another
ass
participant.
Toko
Then
impersonation.
who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the
The whole sweet man, the master.
Nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Don't
Okay,
doubt
okay.
Gary
We're in the
Gary.
middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as
Sick
possible.
about chit chat. I mean, up with some.
Fine.
You go.
Uncovering the
Fuck,
identity
I don't
of the
know.
mastermind will
Yes,
have to wait. But
you
remember
go.
this. No matter what happens,
I don't
we
remember.
will find
Chit
out
chat.
who
Go
you
listen to
really
chit
are.
chat.
I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
You go to the casino.
Just
I saw
so
someone
nobody's
win
confused,
$6,000
let
in
me
person
say this
once.
one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class
No.
trial is because a murder
I
among
went
the
to-
students has taken place.
I played like those machines
Point straight
that
to
you
your
fucking
middle
pull the
brain.
thing, or you press the
What
button,
you're
and
saying
then
is
the
that both the
three
victim and the culprit are part of the
pictures
student
they
body?
roll, and then you line up the things.
Then
I played that
None of
one
us killed
time.
Mukuro?
Wait, no. There's a chance
I did
that
not
there's some
find it fun
mystery
at all,
17th person
and
who's been hiding all along.
haven't played it since. I'm not really much of a
There
gambler.
are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
I feel like if I want to gamble, I'll just go buy
One of
stocks
us
and
killed Mukuro?
like
Who did it?
cryptocurrencies.
Who's the killer this time?
Who's the
Get a
killer
hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible
this time?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Hey Makoto, that's my Oi impersonation.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me.
Hey Makoto.
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm.
Oh yeah, walked in my garden. Oh yeah, placing myself in a box of my mind and following and lock it. The key to the world inside your mind and lock it. Oh yeah, my heart's in my pocket.
So,
Oh yeah,
the
it broke
murder
and I
must
left it.
have
Try to
taken
fight.
place after I left
Wait.
the garden. However,
I don't
Hiro,
remember.
Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis.
Bjork! Shouts
Are
out
me
Bjork.
And Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
Hi, my name is Bjork. There's no soul in that music.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Objection!
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right?
There's
She
a
went to go get the
body.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
He's right. It had to be around
He's
then.
right.
So we can be totally sure the murder
I gotta
happened
relax.
sometime
I
between
gotta
10
leave
and
Toko
9
alone.
in the morning.
What did Toko do to me?
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Okay, 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 okay.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
No, that's wrong.
Looks like he says come. When those words go across the screen, every time I think it says come.
Actually, the murder couldn't
Come.
have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden.
Oh yeah, walk through my garden. Oh yeah, just placing my thoughts in a box on my mind and my phone and I'm not getting to the world inside. Yeah, man, I'm not getting. Oh yeah, my heart's in my pocket. Oh yeah, it's broken out. Lost it. Try to find the world. Try to find the world inside.
Then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh wait, no, it's a key to the world inside. You might unlock it. I don't know my lyrics, y'all.
Dripping wet in fact.
The body was wet.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such a decent word?
Are you saying only the mouth down
Saying that the body was wet,
down
but
south
not
was
because of the
wet?
sprinklers.
It was wet.
By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
My entire existence.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you better tell us why.
Alright, motherfucker. Oh shit.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me?
How I fucking do that?
Nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. How can you say it wasn't the
This should prove it. Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
What's even the point
The
of
top
this
half
trial?
of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top
So
wet? Completely dry? What a brutal maniac! I'm so sick of her.
Same.
Let's just move on. The reason only
Loki, I don't like
was wet was
Toko.
because
Toko's fucking crazy. She's too much.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't.
She is
So
way,
if the sprinklers didn't get the body
way
wet,
too extra.
then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Gary didn't do it. Yes, same. I refuse to believe it.
I'd just like to say one thing.
What?
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Good for you, Gary.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Gary would never.
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
A
Stop
tarp.
wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You...
Shut up, you!
It's a tarp.
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
That was her motive?
No alibi. Well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
What the fuck? You gonna pin this on me?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh my god, literally a tarp. I just said tarp, like mixing the words in trap. I think it's the chickens. Yeah, I just said tarp, mixing up tarp. It's literally a tarp. That's psychic. I'm right 30% of the time.
Catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
Well, wouldn't it have blood on it?
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
I'm Kirigiri. Guys, I'm
Why would they
Kirigiri.
go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
What do I listen to music on the most?
To create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just
Apple
gave
Music.
us.
And then after that, SoundCloud. And then probably YouTube, I would say. Personally, I don't use Spotify myself, but shouts out Spotify. That's where I get most of my streams from. But Apple Music, I'm pretty sure pays more. So if you got Apple Music and you listen to my music, listen to that shit.
Wait. Something's not right.
And
SoundCloud is supposed to pay the most, but they don't pay me shit. Fuck. Also, I'm what's the word? I'm convinced SoundCloud fucks you. Like, I released a song when I released Before Crisis Heartless Heights. As soon as I released it, I hadn't paid for my like monthly plan fucking bullshit, and one of my songs went like it didn't really go viral, but it got like fucking like 15,000 plays in like the first week. And then as soon as I fucking paid for my subscription, it stopped getting views. All my songs just stopped getting views. Like, it made no sense. I was going up like hundreds of views a day. It just kept going up. And then as soon as I paid for my my thing, like SoundCloud Pro or whatever, my views stopped. And it's like, well, why would they do that? Because if you don't pay for your SoundCloud Pro, you don't get paid off your streams on SoundCloud. So it's like, when you don't pay for it, it would seem to me that they increased my plays when I dropped a song and kept like sending me notifications every time I open the app saying you gotta pay for your pro subscription, blah blah blah. And as soon as I paid for it, they completely like cut my fucking views. So it's like, I wouldn't get paid, basically. Like, that's literally how I feel about SoundCloud, low-key. Like, I feel like they do that shit. Like, if you don't pay for Pro and you upload songs, I feel like they give you more views. And as soon as you pay for Pro, where they have to start paying you for views or listens or whatever, they cut your shit. Like, Okay.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But
Wet.
the other side of the tarp,
Wet.
it was totally spotless, right?
Sorry that happened. It's all good.
Was protected from the water.
It's to be
Since
expected.
it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's wrong.
It's all good though, like, cause low-key I get paid on all the other streaming platforms.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
I've made some decent. I haven't made anything crazy. I've made like almost $150 off stream so far. It's not anything crazy, but I think it's pretty cool considering it's just like I love to make music. I put them there, and then like so far, literally just off people playing my songs, I've made $150, and like those songs are gonna be there my whole life, and even after I'm dead. So it's like it's pretty cool. It's like each song is like an investment, and starts making me little bits of money.
Because
It's like every
blood
song
wasn't
is a
dry
stock,
before the body got
a
blown
penny
up,
stock.
right? Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they used
Well,
it.
then they would have washed the other side.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
You dumbass hoe.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone
So
else's
you mean someone else's blood?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
You're so smart.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Yeah, walk through my garden. Yeah, just placing my thoughts on a box on my mind. I'm falling and lock it. A key to the word inside your mind and lock it. Yeah, my heart's in my pocket. Yeah, it broke and I lost it. Try to fill the wood inside with some others. I found the prettiest rose in the darkness. I'm in the trenches, but I'm in my garden. My mind is infinite. My head is target. Yeah, trap in the dusk. Yeah, kill me the mouse. Pussy puss us. That'd be like something. That like Gus. Jumpy like Russ. She like a rap. Yeah. Me and your bitch should smash, bro. I'm gonna pull up. Yeah. I need a little baddie. Yeah. If you want me, then I'm on. Yeah. I'm moving silence like it's on. Yeah. Shout out Lil Wayne, my father. Killing mess of the back, mom. Hold up. 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 Okay. I'm gonna pull up. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah, walk to my garden. Yeah, just put some of my thoughts in a box of my mind. I'm falling and lock it. A key to the word inside your mind and lock it. Yeah, my heart's in my pocket. Yeah, it broke and I lost it. Try to fill the void inside with some others. I found the prettiest rose in the darkness. I'm in the trenches, but I'm in my garden. My mind is infinite. My head is target. Yeah, trap in the dust. Yeah, kill me the mouse. Pussy with sauce. Jumpy like rust. Bad like a cuss. Trap like some cuss. She like a rough. Yeah, me and your bitch should smash, bro. I'm gonna pull up. Yeah, I need a little baddie. Yeah, if you want me, then I'm yeah, moving silence like a zon. Yeah, shadow Wayne in my fa. Killing this of the back, mom. Moving these bricks like it's time. slinging these pills like a doctor. I'm selling snow. I make it go. Like it's A.O. Johnny Depp blow. Trap in the cold. I got a cold. I got a goal. My heart is gold. Kill you like mold. Kill you like old. If you a hoe, you gotta go. Your money slow. Like rusty mode. Scare cause you ghost. Break cause you toast. I do the most. You leech I'm host. Trapped in my folks. On the east coast. I'm making posts. My life for show. Make them say whoa. Witchy the goat. Bitch I'm on go. I stay afloat. Drip like it's coke. So water the boat. Swap on the know. Where did I go? Watching my traps on top of the ghost. Left early morning we hitting the road. Just all packed from the cloak, so let's go. Never look back now, trapped to the world. Catching my haters like Pokemon Pro. Snatching your soul, you get kicked at the world. Bullets by late teachers, they make a tutorial. I need my paper like I'm a schoolgirl. Used to do lines of pop pills to hurl. Oh, yeah, walk through my garden. Oh, yeah, just placing my thoughts in a box of my mind. I'm following and lock it. The key to the word inside your mind unlock it. Oh, yeah, my heart's in my pocket. Oh, yeah, it's broken, I lost it. Try to fill the void inside. What's the mouth? I found the prettiest words in the darkness. I'm in the trench, but I'm in my garden. My mind is infinite. My hate is target. Oh, yeah, trap in the dusk. Oh, yeah, kill me in the mouse. Pussy possessed. Jumpy like rust. Bad like a cuss. Trap like a cuss. She like a rough. Oh, yeah, me and your bitch will smash, bro. Imagine me performing that live. I hope it's not that terrible live. Because, goddamn, I'm gonna have to issue some refunds. That's my song Garden, by the way, off my project. Get Money in the Clouds. Best project ever. Anyway. What were you saying, Gary? Oh my god, they literally did the shit though. That I was telling you about, how I knew that fucking kid that fucking broke into that chicken coop and stabbed the chickens and smeared it all over the, like, walls and shit. They literally did that.
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
What a weird birth that was.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
They ate the rest of the chicken.
So you're saying someone
Actually,
killed
they
a
probably
chicken
threw it into the
and then
plant.
covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
It is messed up. That's a sign of a very disturbed individual.
They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole,
Oh
but
shit.
the arms weren't in the sleeves.
I didn't notice that.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off... Wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Oh yeah, walk to my garden. Oh yeah.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, So they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
Damn, Gary's spitting. They already had the coat ready. Like, damn, she should be like a rapper or something. Like, damn.
They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina.
Possibly, maybe.
Did you two stay together
Probably
from that point
not,
on?
though.
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Gary, why are you trying to blame this on
That's
me?
not-
You fucker. I thought we were friends.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Why the fuck is she trying to entrap me?
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
So much dialogue, what a game this is, yeah. This game is basically like a book.
For serious, man.
A visual
Which one of
novel,
them did it?
they call it.
Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No.
no, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
One we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Doesn't look like it.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
I don't want it anyway. Oh. Gary, you... You suggested that they give me the knife, and now you're trying to say that maybe I did this shit.
You
Gary,
seem surprised. You
are
must
you
have
trying to
noticed
set me
earlier.
up? Is it, Gary?
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
This dude, any words he says have no fucking meaning
The
to
knife we
anything.
found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
You're also a fucking dumbass. I'm not the killer.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Gave to Makoto.
I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
No, it's wrong.
Come. Seaman.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro.
Mein Gott is oh my god in German. Am I saying that correctly? Mein Gott? I think Maine. Because chow mein, that's how you say the main in chow mein. So mein Gott. Mein Gott!
That should be clear from the
Was-
description of the
Did
cover-up
I
you
say it
just
right?
heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right?
Oh, main sounds like my. Ack my gut. Ack my gut.
In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Or mine, sorry. Oh, ack mine got. Ack mine got.
I
got it.
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, I sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Then the knife...
was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
So funny how
Explosion
Toko
severely
just
damaged the body.
literally got caught in a
Impossible to
fucking
know
explosion
what really
and just
killed her.
came out
It was all the killer's
perfectly
attempt to
fine.
destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
That lump
You're
of
so
gray
smart.
matter.
Just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic-level spontaneous
Facts.
combustion.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny that fragment reveals the cause of the
I wonder if there's
explosion.
gonna be any more trials after this.
You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
You see Toko holding up
Explosion was 'cause of the
Monokuma's
bomb.
leg. She's like, "Ooh,
Anyway,
where's his
the culprit's motive is becoming more and more
penis?"
obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Need to concentrate.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Fuck.
Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Maybe.
To the Monokuma file? That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
No, it's wrong.
Come.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit
The
with a blunt object.
Monokuma file.
What is a metal pipe?
I like how 90% of my commentary on this stream is literally me just making fun of
If you hit someone with that,
Toko.
it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with
Funny
any
story
kind
time.
of
I
power.
remember when I was a kid, I used to go visit my father on weekends at one point in my life, and he had like this stepson that he hated, and he would always like go on these rants to me about how much of a fucking idiot he was, and he would always like say like he wants to cave his face in. Like he would just like emphasize that if he does this, I'm caving his face in. I'm gonna cave his face in. And I just remember being like, what does that mean? Cave somebody's face in? And he'd be like, I'm just gonna beat him till his face caves in. And then it's be like, it's just like the weirdest way of describing beating the shit out of someone, because obviously it means like you want to like beat them till they're like unrecognizable. But I just found it funny that he would always say that about his stepson because he hated him that bad. But I mean, I don't think that he would have caved his face in. I don't think that he was like a violent dude. Like, I just think it was funny that that's how he used to describe his hatred towards him. And every time I hear somebody say like cave someone's face in or cave someone's head in, that's what I think about.
I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and
Bit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same
Toko
page
would be
this
like
time.
getting fucked in her pussy. Her pussy's going dry, and she's like,
wanna figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already
spit on it.
we already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something.
Watch
And
time?
that's what killed him.
What does that mean? I feel like that's a command that I didn't set up
And
by
that
the looks of
something
it.
was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
What is the watch time
Sure.
command supposed to do?
That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right.
I'm not back.
You have no bot, I guess. No, I don't have a bot. I should set one up. I have a bot in my Discord server. I never set up the bot. Yeah, none of those commands are gonna work. If I had to set them up, they're not gonna work. 'Cause Unfortunately, I didn't, because I'm kind of a dummy when it comes to Twitch, unfortunately.
The Titanium Era. It was in the dojo locker, right?
Oh, watch time, how long I've been watching?
That was the murder weapon.
Oh, fuck.
Are you sure?
Don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
I've been streaming for 54 minutes, and I think you've been watching the whole time, so I'm gonna assume you were watching for around 50
It
minutes.
seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Back to Master.
You have no right!
You have no right.
The Titanium Era.
It was in the dojo, I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, because it said the weapon must have been about as thick as it seems like an arrow would just be.
No, that's wrong.
In follow age, is that like how long that you've been following me or something?
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
How I set up bots, is that through like stream elements?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape.
I don't even have mods. I low-key want a mod.
The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
This
And
is
that's
true.
exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
Watch time adds up all the time I've spent watching your channel since I've been
It's meant
here.
to teach
Huh.
cooperation.
That's interesting. That would be interesting to know.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
Kyoko!
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If
What?
you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Remember when Oi fucking tried to kill all of us? That was cool. You have picture-in-picture? That's why I thought you had a bot. I know I sound so dumb right now. What even is picture-in-picture? I don't even know what that is. To be honest with you. I feel like when I set this shit all up, I watched like some videos about it, I set it up, and then I never really continued expanding upon it. And so since I haven't been actively watching videos on how to make my Twitch stream better, I just forgot all the things that I even learned, basically.
I got it.
So what is picture-in-picture? Is that like me on the screen over the game? Is that picture-in-picture? I don't know.
Key to the dojo
I sound
locker.
like a fucking boomer right
And
now.
how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
I think I have some like stream elements shit set up. I just don't have all the features set up.
That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that
You have your
are the
webcam and
true
video
culprit.
game. That's
You
picture-in-picture.
can't explain
Okay,
this
okay, I
away,
thought
so
so.
just give up.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I use like OBS.
You really are dead set on defending her, aren't
It's
you?
pretty easy to set up in OBS. I think the other shit is in stream elements.
It's
I feel like
there's one more thing I need to ask.
I feel like it's probably not hard to set up the bots and shit like that, but I honestly
I want you to tell me
haven't even opened stream elements since like the 1 or 2 times that I initially installed it. Like I installed it so that when someone follows me or subscribes, it pops up on the screen. But I think that's literally all I fucking installed with Stream Elements.
Protecting you.
What?
Huh? Kiryu is protecting me?
That's enough. The time for idle
Damn,
chatter is over.
Kiryu, did you catch a body?
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Huh? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Byakuya.
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You
Do
said
I
hid
laugh
the evidence
at
of my crime in the
English?
dojo locker,
I do, sadly.
and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But
What is
could I
English?
really have done that?
Kyoko gave her key to Byakuya.
Those words you just spoke.
Byakuya. I've
What
been
do you
saying
mean?
it wrong.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No, it's wrong.
Come.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Why not?
Seaman.
Given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of
English.
getting in.
People that
Without
speak
my room
another
key,
language
I couldn't have
trying to
possibly put
speak
the locker
English.
key in
No,
there
I don't
myself.
laugh at that. I don't really find that funny.
Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally
English is a
starting
very
to
hard
understand.
language. Like, people don't really know. English is like a super complicated language. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. This isn't like her. I am a little fucking confused as to what's going on here. What should I? I think the world should speak one language so we can understand each other. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like different cultures and stuff. I think it's cool. I also kind of think it's like inevitable that people are gonna have different cultures and different ways of living and stuff. So I honestly don't think it would ever really be like possible if we all just spoke one language, to be honest. I mean, maybe like in the future, on some like New World Order fucking one world government type shit where we're like all the same. But I honestly, I don't know. I don't like that. I like our differences as people. I feel like a lot of people feel threatened by other people's differences and stuff because it's like confusing to them, or like they don't understand it and stuff like that. But I feel like one of the coolest things about people is how we're all so different and stuff, you know what I mean? And we're not all the same. And it's like, yeah, that leads to conflict and some people not liking other groups of people because they don't agree with this and that and whatever. But it's like, that's just like kind of part of life, you know what I mean? Like, everything's different. Like, animals are all different, people are all different. I mean, if there's aliens, they're all different, you know what I mean? I don't think there can ever really be one universal language. I mean, there is one though, and it's like math. Like, math is basically a universal language. But other than that, like, I don't know. I don't really think that would happen. I would speak Mandarin if everyone on Earth voted for it. I feel you, but the thing is, not everybody on Earth would vote for it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe a majority would, but there'd still be people that don't want that. And it's like, I feel like just because everybody else thinks it's more convenient to get rid of one way of life, I don't think it's right to get rid of that. Because, like, everybody who's born on Earth has just as much of like a right to exist as everyone else. You know what I mean? And just because one group of people gains like the leverage and starts to decide like, no, we're gonna do things this way for the betterment of things or whatever, for convenience, it's like, it doesn't change the fact that each and every one of us individually has just as much of a right to exist and express ourselves, just as much as anyone else. So I don't think it's good to like get rid of other people's like ways of living and ways of speaking and stuff. And also like different cultures are cool and stuff, and like different languages, and honestly, like, I'm sure like our accents, when like if we come from Canada or America and go to another country and talk to people in their like native language, they probably think we sound fucking ridiculous, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's just a matter of our opinion in North America that other dialects sound weird. And just because North America has like a greater influence on the world or whatever, I don't feel like we should just have a total say in like how other people speak and live their lives. It's like, because it doesn't change the fact that another culture, another country has just as much of a right to exist as us, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's my opinion on it. I love different languages and stuff though. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it, but who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. The mastermind's tarp. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? I feel like life's all about perspective though. Like, that's such a big theme of life, is perspective. And it's like, just because I'm on one side and I feel like, oh, well, my side must be right, I can never just forget that people on the other side of things, they have their own perspectives and are also thinking like, I'm right. Like, you know what I mean? They're wrong. Like, it's like, it's just such a part of human nature. Like, and I don't think that people, I don't know why people try to change human nature. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't change it. We're just people. But like I'm saying though, like even if in the future, one world government, new world order, all that crazy shit, we have one language. Then we go to space, and then the next planet has a different language. So it's like there's never going to be a one universal thing. I'd say the closest thing to us all being one is once we're dead, because then we all go back to the source, and we're all just in blackness. Or whatever we're in, we're all back to the original source material as one. And then there's no life, because life only comes with chaos and the breaking up of the one and spreading into many different parts, which go out all chaotically, and then one day all will return to the one source, and then the cycle will repeat. It's like phi. It starts at one singular point, goes out completely two different sides, and then goes back, and like that's life. You know what I mean? We all start as one, we all come from one thing, the blackness of non-existence. We come into the world, it's completely chaos and different things everywhere and uncontrollable energy. And then eventually we die and we all go back to the same place, which is the blackness of non-existence, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
Master fucked Kirigiri?
But of course I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What? It had to be Makoto, right?
Hey guys, why y'all blaming me? It wasn't me.
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
You have any cool coins? I got one cool coin. Actually, I have 1,000 of them, and they're called Doge coins. But actually, they're not so cool right now because they're kind of tanking in value, but they'll be back. They'll be back up once Mr. Musk launches that satellite Doge 1 or whatever the fuck it's called. Doge will be back in the news, memes will be made, and then money will be made. But for now, yeah, Doge coins and Bitcoins. Those are the coolest coins I got. I used to have pennies. They stopped making pennies in Canada. I used to have a bunch of them. My grandfather gave me. And I'm pretty sure I fucking took them all to the bank and then took the money to buy weed. Like fucking 2 grams. So, hooray for me. Doge.
Huh? A hidden side?
Yeah, Doge on sale right now. I'm not a financial advisor, but I might buy some more.
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
God damn it, Monokuma.
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
Look at his hair.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
Monokuma, you're lying. That's not how fucking
So
this shit
then,
works.
It's time for voting time, okay?
Don't-
Everyone,
Do
please
not
vote
click
using
that
the
link
lever in front of
that
you.
just popped up in the chat that says wanna become famous, 5 followers, primes, and viewers on blah blah blah. Do not click that chat. They will probably steal your identity. It's TJX6. He's infiltrated my chat. He's looking for SSNs. Don't fall for it.
Voting time?
Is there an S rank or is A the highest one? I think there should be S rank. There's always a S
Now,
rank.
who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Hey, hold on! What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Thanks for the help. Do not click that link. Well, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Y'all think I'm the killer?
Sorry.
We're all gonna get killed now.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
That's not true.
Hey! Shing! Thrills, chills, kills!
Kirigiri.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Fuck, y'all. I'm about to get fucking dead. I'm gonna be dead. I'm going back to the blackness of non-existence. Shit. For real? For real? Ugh. Putting myself in Makoto's shoes right now is freaking me the fuck out. Ugh. Guys, what's gonna happen? Are we really about to fucking die? Ugh. Are you gonna save me? What the fuck? Shit, Makoto, you better catch yourself. You don't want to land on your head. What is going on? It was Chihiro. You should do some color tests. Someone found out they were colorblind at age 24, if you haven't already. I mean, are those in the background pink? The fucking, curtains? They could be pink. Maybe you could consider them red. I don't think they look pretty pink to me. The blood in this game's pink. That pillar over to the left right next to his head, that's blue. Those tiles are green and purple. His hair's brown. I don't know. I think I'm good with colors. I don't know. The thing about colors is there's no way to describe red, and there's no way to describe blue or like pink or whatever, because the only way to describe them is by comparing them to other things that color. So it's like low-key for somebody who's colorblind and their colors are mixed up, like to where their red looks like your blue. Like, there's really no way for anyone to know what the correct red is. You know what I mean? Like, if we all agree that those curtains are pink, then that's a safe assumption. But if to someone who's colorblind, they'd still think that that's pink. It's just their idea of pink is like a different color. Like, it could be like our blue or something. But there's no way that we can really know that shit. Like, I guess if I did a color test, I could find that out. But honestly, I don't really see what the big, like, the difference is. You know what I mean? Like, it's like whatever, basically. Like, if my pink is your blue, it's like, what does it matter? Because, like, it's just, it is what it is. But I think that my colors are pretty in tune with other people's colors and stuff. I don't know. Maybe not. I've always liked colors a lot. I enjoy looking at colors.
This is...
Alter Ego just saved me, y'all. Like, Monokuma, black, white, red. Black and white are colors, but...
It would seem...
Gary's hair is a very light purple. Her eyes are purple. Her jacket's purple. Her tie is like reddish brown.
What the heck?
In other words,
Wait. I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch an inch. Stupid virus is gone now. Got it? So is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit in a way that's an even better special punishment. I'm in the garbage. I'm trash gang.
calm down. In other words,
What did you...
so...
The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. You ever do cosplay? Your long hair fits some famous characters. I haven't, but I think about it. I don't know though. Like, I feel like if I put cosplays on my Instagram, people are gonna look at my Instagram and they're not gonna think like that I make music. They're gonna think that I'm like a cosplayer. So I'm kind of like weary with it. It'd be fun for sure to do cosplays, but like, I'm just like, I don't know where to put the content because I don't want to like flood my Instagram with like cosplays so that when people come to my Instagram they're like, oh, he's a cosplayer. Because it's like, I feel like branding is very important with what I do, and I feel like I've established myself as a musician, brand wise, and that's very much based on an image. So it's like, it's kind of hard for me to do like cosplay, because it'd be like, it kind of go against my image as like a musician. But it would be a lot of fun. I could be like Link, or I could be like I don't know, like Cloud or some shit. That'd be cool. But maybe for like Halloween or some shit, I'll dress up, you know. I cosplayed as X one year for Halloween, and Lil Peep another year. I don't know if that counts. If I was to do it, there would have to be a special reasoning behind it. Maybe I could just cosplay and fucking do it on TikTok or some shit. And just not put it on my Instagram. That'd be cool. Or like cosplay and then like stream on Twitch. Or maybe I could make an OnlyFans and it would just be like just cosplays. And I'm fucking bitches dressed as like Link, or like anime characters, or something like that. I've thought about that before. I thought about doing porn. Like, I used to really want to make porn, which is like, what the fuck are you talking about? But like, yeah, I used to really want to make porn, and my idea was to dress as anime characters while we fucked. And the idea would be basically like, you're getting to like, it was gonna be like either first person where I'm fucking a girl dressed as a certain anime character, and then the idea is like fans of that series would be able to watch this like first person porn of me like fucking like the real life version of their anime character, or like I'm dressed as one anime character and then the girl's dressed as another anime or video game or whatever, like, and we just fuck, and it's like porn based on that. But it's like, I was literally gonna do it, and I actually like on my Instagram like spoke about this before and like put it out there, like, if any girls are down to do this, hit me up. And I actually had some girls reach out to me about it, but I just like, I don't know, I kind of like, once it started to get realer, I started just kind of thinking like, I don't know if these girls actually want to do this, or they just want to have sex with me type shit, like, not like to toot my own horn or whatever. But I just was kind of feeling like there's a lot that comes with porn, and I'm a fucked up dude. Like, I have no like, I told my, when I was thinking about this, I was working at McDonald's, and I was like telling my coworkers about this. Like, I had no shame. I was completely ready to accept the fact that like people I went to school with, and probably even my family, are gonna have like, just be able to just see my dick online. Like, I was perfectly okay with that. But I feel like I'm a different type of person, and I feel like a lot of the girls that, well, like, there wasn't like a large amount of girls that were hitting me up, but like the girls that hit me up, I just felt like, I don't know, like, I felt like they wanted to do it, but I felt like I'm not so sure that they really understood what they were signing up for, because it's like, you're gonna be out there forever. And it's like, they weren't like super poppin' on like social media, so it's like, it's not like you have to be. But I didn't really feel like they really had that exhibitionist trait in them that I definitely have when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I'm not like embarrassed about my body or anything like that. Like, I feel like it's a lot of pressure when you put yourself out there, and it's not gonna ever come off the internet, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it can get deleted, but then someone else saved it, and it's, you know what I mean? Like, that shit never really goes away. And so it's like, I don't know, I just kind of just didn't really go anywhere with it. But I had an idea. I had a dream. And now OnlyFans exists. Who knows? I just said maybe I'll do OnlyFans cosplays. Maybe in those cosplays I'll be fucking bitches. I don't know. Or maybe I'll be getting pegged. No, I'm just playing. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. Wait, this is the same shit that happened at the first. What's going on here? Finally, I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? Bruh, the other night I was having a dream where I kept fucking, like, bad shit was happening in the dreams, and I'd wake up and there was like this person next to me, this girl, and she'd be right next to me, and then I'd be like, oh my god, thank god you're still there, and then she'd like die or like some fucked up shit would happen, and I'd wake up again, and then I'd be in the bed next to her again, and I'd be like, oh my god, you're still there, thank god. And then it would happen again and again and again, and then eventually I finally woke up and I was like, oh my god. That was so fucking weird. It felt like that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. This isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. It was in a vast dark cavern, the barest hint of light scraping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. That was just the beginning of my problems. Was I gonna be stuck in here till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. My good friend alter ego, the computer program. I remember all too well what had happened. Oh boy, Witchy. With that, my pursuit of survival began. So now we gotta get the fuck out of here. Shit. It's a rocket and a tank. Better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. It's a desk. This reminds me of the old school I used to trap out of. The Bando. It was like all torn down school shit and like desks and like ancient learning equipment. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, might as well jack off. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I search for some water. Shouts out water. Drink some. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? That's a good point. Still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. Facts. Big fucking facts. After making that proud declaration, the next thing to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. I think that's pretty normal after experiencing a super traumatizing event. You know, you just gotta sleep sometimes. What happened? Oh, garbage! Fresh garbage. Something fall down over there? Something fell from up above? Well, I wonder if it's trash.
Just a second.
Oh my god. It was Kirigiri
It smells awful.
with noodles on her head.
Indeed.
Doug gobbled God goodly. You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here, Kirigiri? You got spaghetti on your head.
Hey.
Oh, thank you, bread and water. Thank you. So what's up, Kirigiri? What are we gonna do?
So...
You're here to atone for your sins?
Indeed.
Turn your back on me, Kirigiri.
However...
What's the reason?
It's true. In other words...
I'm always hiccuping every time I fucking drink. I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak for one very important reason. What was that, Kirigiri? Why you come here?
Indeed.
Kirigiri got that amnesia.
Makoto.
What was the first thing that happened as soon as we came to the school? You're talking about when we fainted. I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here. I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself and disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. Obviously your ultimate detective, Kirigiri. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory? Because I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. Why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plan. So the mastermind just stole them from you. Well, why would they take you here in the first place, though? Somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
Correct.
What? Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us. If she believes that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but your intuition was right, though. There was no way an ordinary kid like me could be the mastermind. Big facts. I'm just so boring and plain.
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Be a symbol of hope.
Listen. Hey. Correct.
so now what, Gary?
So...
Your ability? I said this! I've been saying this! Ultimate Detective! I knew it! It's so obvious! There was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who?
So...
It was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. You were sent to investigate them. And then they erased your memory. Oh, because it's your father.
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. When Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. We'll find a way. We'll find the headmaster.
So,
I knew she was Ultimate Detective.
However...
I think it's funny, I got it literally spot on, word for word. Literally Ultimate Detective, not Ultimate Investigator, not Ultimate fucking whatever, just literally Ultimate Detective.
So... It's true. Indeed.
Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time.
Correct. However... So...
I'm pretty sure we did see it to a degree. We seen a bunch of blood and fucking smelled like dead bodies and shit. Okay, so now what, Kiri?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her? What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
Stole the key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
There's one thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. Will you make music videos? I will make music videos, for sure, 100%. I'm low-key, I'm just, at this point, I don't really want to just make shitty videos, like, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have any experience with shooting music videos. I've had some ideas here and there, but I'd rather honestly wait, like, till I can get a deal, and then my first music video be, like, absolutely fire. Like, low-key, I'm kind of, like, following X's blueprint in that regard, to where X never had any videos. He just released really dope music, And then once he signed a deal, then he had his like look at me video, and shit was fire. I kind of want to do like that type of shit. I want to like be more mysterious type shit, and like wait till I get a deal, and then my first video be like super high budget type shit. But at the same time, realistically, I might make some videos. Like, I don't know. I've thought about it. I've had some ideas. And I guess it wouldn't hurt even if I had a few music videos, you know what I mean? And then just like made a really dope one. But I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard. I don't have a cameraman. I need a cameraman. I don't really know any camera people in my city. That's the thing. I know this one girl, she does photography, but she doesn't do video work. And I know some people that make videos, but I don't think they really fuck with me like that. And they charge a lot. And it's like, I don't really fuck with me. I'll charge so much. It's like, I don't really want to pay y'all because y'all don't fuck with me. So it's like, I don't know. I might do some videos though. I've had some ideas myself, but it's like I can't shoot them on my own. Like, I need help with them. Like, so that's why I'm saying if I just fucking keep releasing fire music, it'll just really build up that suspense for like when is he gonna drop a video, and then once I get a deal, put a fuck ton of money into my first video, and then just fucking like, I think that'd be dope. But I mean, honestly, it might make sense for me to make a fucking video at this point. Just to have like one or two. Like, I don't know. I think about it. It's something I'm really back and forth on. Do I want to make a shitty fucking music video myself and just put it out there just to have one? Or do I want to wait and then just put out my first video as like a real fucking dope ass video? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess time will tell. But I definitely got more music coming soon. I got Heartless Heights on its fucking way. That shit's cooking. That shit's gonna be ready soon. And I can't wait for you guys to hear it. But in the meantime, go stream the prequel to Heartless Heights before it even comes out. Before Crisis Heartless Heights. It'll give you a nice little taste of what I got coming. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have been the victim? You know what I'm talking about, right? You mean during the night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death? What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway.
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
that wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them. How do you stop someone with a knife? But that led to whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And then their murder was disguised and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So this all would mean whoever killed Mukuro was also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction, so what does it all mean?
In other words,
what does it all mean? It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. the identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seemed to implicate whoever caused that event you're talking about.
That's right.
What happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Still kind of have a hard time believing that whatever happened at this school is the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, when there's mass shootings literally every week. The tragedy, whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair. That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're, make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair, and that is our real enemy. Chapter 5. 100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie is over. It's over. To be continued. Y'all know what that means. Oh, what is that, dildo? Oh, no. Dream Island Rocket. Alright, y'all. It's been real, but we got to the end of the chapter. It's 4:20 a.m. where I'm at. I'm done for the night. I will be back Friday playing Genshin Impact, most likely. However, I'm pretty sure I will not be back next week, Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. Because I'm going somewhere, and I'm gonna be gone for like a week or two. I might be gone for 2 weeks. I think I'm just gonna be gone for 1 week. But yeah, I should be back. Not next Monday. The Monday after, playing Minecraft, and then the Wednesday after next Wednesday, I will be finishing this game. Last chapter, chapter 6. We're gonna close this case, and then next Friday, or the Friday after next, we're gonna be watching the Friday after next. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna watch all the Friday movies. No, we're gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna play, to be honest. Maybe I'll play Fortnite on Friday though. I'm gonna play Fortnite or Genshin Impact. I'm still not sure yet. But thank you so much, everybody who watched this. If you watch this on YouTube, it would mean a lot if you could like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow me on Twitch, Witchy Must Die, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Witchy Must Die. And go stream my music, Lil Witchy. Just look up Lil Witchy, available on all streaming platforms. You know what it is. But with that being said, thank you so much, everybody who tuned in, and I hope I will see y'all on Friday.